What's up, nerds? It's Mike with NerdFellas, and out of nowhere, the official trailer for Avengers Endgame has dropped, so I'm going to go ahead and do a trailer reaction. So, we had two teasers. We had the first teaser, and then we had a Super Bowl teaser. This is the first official full-length trailer. So, we've kind of got a hint of what's going to be in the trailer already, especially if you've seen Captain Marvel, you know, in the end credits or mid-credits scene that there's going to be a connection. So maybe we'll see something there, hopefully. I'm excited. I didn't know this trailer was coming out. I don't know why.
God, seems like 1,000 years ago. I fought my way out of that cave, became Iron Man. Realized I loved you. I know I said no more surprises, but I was really hoping to pull off one last one.
The world has changed. None of us can go back. All we can do is our best. And sometimes the best that we can do is to start over.
I saw all these people die. I keep telling everybody they should move on. Some do. But not us.
Even if there's a small chance, we owe this to everyone who's not in this room to try.
We will. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. I like this one.
Yes! That is awesome. Oh, man. So there's a lot going on in this trailer. A lot of new footage. So first of all, the very beginning of the trailer, we see flashbacks from the original movies, and it's black and white except there's some red. So the red to me just signifies that, you know, they've lost a lot of people, blood on their hands. They couldn't stop it, so they feel that pain. Some of the coolest parts of the trailer: Rocket Raccoon on top of War Machine and smiling like maybe they accomplished something, so that's interesting. There's seeing, you know, the heartbreaking moment where maybe they might even visit like Hawkeye. Maybe they might show exactly what happened to him in a flashback, because you see him with his daughter teaching her how to shoot an arrow. So maybe there's going to be a moment where she just disappears and he doesn't know what's happening. So that'll be pretty heartbreaking, so we can see his transition into becoming Ronin. So maybe his character is going to finally get that arc that he deserves. So that's going to be pretty interesting. I'm excited to see Ronin too, so I want to see what happens, even if it's just, you know, a brief action scene where he's just taking on a bunch of people and kicking ass. So, yeah, and then it looks like the tagline on this trailer is going to be whatever it takes. So the Avengers are going to do whatever it takes to defeat Thanos and to reverse this, or to just avenge them, you know. So there's a lot of other stuff going on. And one of the other cool things was seeing everybody in the white suits. And we kind of knew that they were going to be in these white suits. It was teased in some art, some official art from the film, and then in some of the movies, I'm not the movies, I'm sorry, in some of the toys. So seeing them all kind of walk and seeing who's actually in the armor, it looks like it's everybody from Infinity War that survived. So I mean, we saw Captain America, we saw Black Widow, we saw War Machine, we even saw Nebula. It looks like they're all wearing this armor. So it looks like they're heading into space, or they're probably heading to, you know, the past. Maybe they found a way to use the quantum realm to go back in time. So that's going to be interesting. Seeing Ant-Man, it looks like he's having like a Hulk or Bruce Banner moment where he comes back and everything's different and he's trying to understand because his house is empty, people are missing. So he's been gone for quite a while, it looks like. So that's one of those big hints that a lot of time has passed. And then that funny moment at the very end where we see Carol Danvers kind of facing off with Thor, and Thor calls his hammer. That was a pretty funny moment, and he's like, you know what? You know, Thor's as masculine as it gets, and seeing this, you know, hardcore feminine woman, you know, they're just kind of facing each other off, and yeah, they're on the same level. So, and she's probably even more powerful, as powerful or more powerful than Thor. So that's going to be pretty cool to see. Looks like there's going to be a big fighting moment. You could see Captain America. Looks like he's strapping on his shield, like he's going to go in for one last round. So it looks like there's going to be a big fight. And, you know, a lot of the scenes I saw, looks like it was Captain America. It looks like it was Ant-Man, War Machine, and Rocket Raccoon. It looks like they were all on, you know, in this battle. So it could be maybe even the very first battle we see, because there's a rumor that they go to try and fight Thanos and beat him, but maybe it's not a successful mission. So then they have to regroup and rethink, you know, what do we have to do? And maybe that's when they realize, you know, we can't just fight this away. We have to go back. We have to figure out how to fix this. Tony Stark is still alone. He's not with the Avengers. So he has to find his way back home. So I think it's interesting. And since Nebula's there, you know, Nebula is with the Avengers. So then there was another teaser where we saw Nebula and Tony Stark working together to do something. So either Tony Stark sends her by herself, or maybe they both get there and maybe Tony's hospitalized because he's been through a lot. You know, he's malnourished. He's dying. So maybe they do that. Yeah, so there's a lot of going on. And then, you know, there's the rumor going around that Tony Stark's going to wield the Infinity Gauntlet, which I think is very, very interesting, because they mentioned that the very first time we ever see Tony Stark is his left hand holding a drink in Iron Man 1. That's the first time we see him, and then we see him take a drink. And throughout all the Marvel movies, or at least most of them, there's something with his left hand. He's like, hey, my left hand, arm's numb. You know, am I having a heart attack? Or Spider-Man Homecoming, he's holding his left hand. He has an ice pack on it. So it's always the left one. And the Infinity Gauntlet fits on the left hand. So I think it's going to be pretty interesting to see if maybe he either creates his own gauntlet or he wields it and sacrifices himself. Another important thing I think we need to look at in the trailer is that when we hear the phrase whatever it takes, it comes from very specific Avengers. It comes from Captain America, Hawkeye, Black Widow, and Iron Man. 4 of them. So I'm wondering if 4 of them are going to officially bite the dust or officially retire. Maybe we'll have some happy endings. Maybe we won't. It could be, you know, if they are able to reverse everything and fix it, maybe Hawkeye retires and decides to stay with his family. Maybe Black Widow dies. Maybe Captain America gets to go back in time and grow old with Peggy Carter. And maybe Iron Man makes that big sacrifice himself, and he had a dream about having a kid, and it could be a girl. Who knows? Maybe he has a baby girl, and you know, that's he ends up having to sacrifice himself. He doesn't get to live, but he lives on through his daughter. You know, there's just so much, you know, and we're probably going to get at least one more trailer. I kind of hope we don't. I don't want to see too much. I want to go in and be surprised. So, yeah, that's my reaction to this trailer. There's a lot of stuff going on. Very exciting. A lot of subtle hints that maybe some foreshadowing of what to expect from the movie. maybe my predictions are right, and if they are right, I'm sorry for spoiling it. So other than that, make sure you subscribe, like, and comment below. Follow NerdFellas. We're gonna keep bringing more stuff, trailer reactions, movie reviews. So other than that, I'm Mike with NerdFellas. Nerd out.